Ever pondered over the secret language your feline friend uses? It's a fascinating enigma that often leaves us humans scratching our heads. But let's dive in and unravel the mystery of feline chatter. Cats communicate through a symphony of sounds, each with its own unique meaning. From the soft purring that signals contentment to the sharp hisses of anger or fear, cats have a language all their own. But let's start with the most familiar sound, the meow. A meow can mean many things in cat language. It's their way of getting your attention or asking for something. A short, high-pitched meow is a standard greeting, like a friendly, hello. Longer, drawn-out meows could indicate a demand for food or attention. But remember, each cat is unique, and their meows can vary. So it's important to listen and learn your cat's specific dialect. Then, we have the purr, a sound synonymous with cat happiness. But did you know, cats also purr when they're stressed or sick? It's like their version of comfort food, a way to soothe themselves in times of distress. Now let's move on to the hiss. This is a clear warning sign. A hiss is a cat's way of saying, "Back off, buddy, you're invading my space." It's an instinctual response to a perceived threat, a primal sound that harks back to their wild ancestors. Lastly, there's the growl, a deep guttural sound that signals serious displeasure or aggression. It's a cat's last resort when they feel threatened and want to avoid a physical confrontation. But remember, these are just the broad strokes. Cats are complex creatures, and their communication is nuanced. Various factors like their personality, their environment, and even their relationship with you can influence the sounds they make. So, the next time your cat meows, listen closely. It might be trying to tell you something. Cats don't just talk with their voices but with their bodies too. Yes, indeed. Cats are masters of communication, using every part of their bodies to express their emotions and intentions. Let's begin with the tail. Ever noticed your cat's tail swishing back and forth? This can mean they're feeling frustrated or bothered. A straight-up tail, on the other hand, is a sign of a happy and content cat. And if the tail is puffed up, well, that's a clear signal that your cat is feeling threatened or scared. Now, onto the ears. Ears pointed forward suggest that your cat is alert and interested in what's happening around them. But if those ears are flattened against their head, it's a sign of fear or aggression. So watch out. And let's not forget the eyes. A slow blink from your cat is like a kitty kiss. They're saying they trust you enough to close their eyes in your presence. Isn't that sweet? But there's more to feline body language than just the tail, ears, and eyes. The whole body posture plays a part too. A cat lying on its back might seem like an invitation for belly rubs, but it's often a defensive posture. It means they're ready to use all 4 sets of claws and teeth if need be. And then there's kneading, that adorable behavior where they push in and out with their paws. It's a holdover from kittenhood, when they would knead their mother's belly to stimulate milk production. When adult cats do it, it's usually a sign they're feeling happy and content. Incorporating these observations into your interactions with your cat can transform your relationship. Every twitch, flick, and posture is a word in the cat's language, and when you start to understand these, you're well on your way to having a full-blown conversation with your feline friend. Understanding these subtle cues can help you better connect with your feline companion. So keep observing, keep learning, and keep communicating with your cat in a language they understand. It's a journey of discovery, one that deepens the bond between you and your feline friend. Did you know your house cat shares communication traits with its wild cousins? It's a fascinating bit of trivia, isn't it? Our feline friends at home may seem worlds apart from their wild counterparts, but they share an evolutionary lineage that has shaped their communication styles in intriguing ways. Let's start with the majestic lions, the kings and queens of the jungle. Known for their powerful roars, these big cats use sound not just to assert dominance but also to communicate with their pride. Now your house cat may not roar like a lion, but it still uses vocalization as a key method of communication. From the gentle purring when they're content, to the insistent meowing for attention, domestic cats employ a range of sounds to express their needs and feelings. Next, we have the elusive and enigmatic leopards. These solitary big cats use scent marking to communicate their presence and territory to others. Your domestic feline too employs this method, albeit in a less noticeable way. Ever seen your cat rubbing its face against the furniture or your leg? That's your cat marking its territory with its unique scent. Now let's talk about body language. A tiger's flattened ears and bared teeth signal a clear warning to any potential threat. Similarly, your pet cat uses its body language to communicate. An arched back, puffed up fur, and a bushy tail are all signs that your cat is feeling threatened or afraid. But it's not all about threats and territory. The cheetah, the fastest land animal, uses facial expressions to communicate with its family members. Your house cat, too, uses subtle facial cues. A slow blink from your cat is a sign of trust and affection, a feline version of a loving hug. From the savannah to your living room, cats have a unique way of expressing themselves. Whether they're wild or domestic, cats use a complex blend of vocalization, body language, and scent marking to communicate. So the next time your cat rubs against your leg or gives you a slow blink, remember, you're witnessing an ancient form of communication that has evolved over millions of years. Cats have a special way of communicating with their favorite humans. We often think of language as being purely verbal, but when it comes to our feline friends, it's a whole different ballgame. Cats communicate with us in a myriad of ways, each one as unique as they are. Take, for instance, the slow blink. You might have noticed your cat looking at you, their eyes slowly closing and opening. This isn't them getting sleepy. In fact, it's quite the opposite. It's a sign of trust and affection, a cat's way of saying, "I love you." If you catch your cat giving you a slow blink, try returning the gesture. They'll appreciate your efforts to speak their language. Another form of communication is the kneading action, often referred to as making biscuits. When your cat presses their paws into you, it's their way of expressing contentment and comfort. This behavior is a throwback to their kittenhood when they would knead their mother's belly to stimulate milk flow. So when your cat needs you, it's a compliment of the highest order. They see you as a source of comfort and safety. You might also notice your cat rubbing their head against you. This is called bunting. And it's another way cats express affection. But it's not just about love. Cats have scent glands on their cheeks that they use to mark their territory. So when they rub against you, they're also saying, "You're part of my turf." And let's not forget about the purr, that soothing hum that seems to resonate with calm and contentment. While cats do purr when they're happy, they also purr when they're stressed or in pain. It's a form of self-soothing for them, and some studies suggest it may even have healing properties. So the next time you're spending time with your cat, pay close attention to these subtle signs. They're trying to communicate with you, in their own special way. And when you understand them, you can respond more effectively, deepening the bond between you. When you speak cat, you open up a whole new level of understanding with your pet. Unlocking the mysteries of feline communication can deepen your bond with your pet. And that's exactly what we've been doing in the last few minutes. Let's take a quick walk down the memory lane, shall we? We began our journey by diving into the enigma of feline chatter. Cats, as we discovered, have a whole symphony of sounds at their disposal, from the humble meow to the soothing purr, the assertive hiss and the rare yowl. Each sound a unique message, a unique emotion. Then we ventured into understanding the art of feline body language. A cat's body is like a canvas. Each movement, each posture, an expressive stroke on that canvas. The flick of a tail, the position of the ears, the dilation of their eyes. These are all subtle yet powerful ways our feline friends communicate with us. From there we journeyed back in time, exploring the evolution of cat communication. We found that while domestic cats and their wild counterparts share some common ground in their communication styles, domestication has brought about unique nuances in the ways our house cats communicate with us. And finally we delved into the beautiful language of love, the unique bond between humans and cats. We saw how cats have their unique ways of showing affection and trust, be it through a gentle headbutt, a slow blink, or the simple act of curling up on your lap. Understanding these subtle nuances of cat communication can truly transform our relationship with our feline friends. It's a process of constant learning, of paying attention to their sounds, their movements, their behaviors. It's about being receptive to their attempts to communicate and responding in ways they understand. So, let's take this knowledge and use it to better understand our furry companions. Let's observe, let's learn, and let's build a deeper, more meaningful bond with our cats. Because at the end of the day, isn't that what we all want? A deeper connection with our pets, a better understanding of their world. So go on, explore the amazing world of cat communication and experience a deeper connection with your feline friend.